Welcome back, everyone. So today, BIAFRANS all over the world are celebrating our fallen heroes, and there is a total lockdown in Southeast in honor of Biafra Heroes Day. You guys saw that almost 2 weeks now, there is this fight between Nigeria State and BIAFRANS, and they are saying that everyone should come out. There's nothing like sit at home. Like sometimes I wonder what Nigeria government is even thinking. You cannot fight spirit. Like this is ideology. This is the day these people mount at, okay, let's honor our fallen heroes, those that died for our sake, those that died for our freedom. And you're forcing people to come out. Like, who does that? Even the Southeast governors, as well as their workers, are observing the sit at home. All the government houses are locked with big padlock, my people. This to show you that you cannot fight spirit, you cannot fight ideology. They are observing and also respecting their fallen heroes. So you cannot go to their houses to force them to come out. It is impossible. So it's high time for Nigeria government to learn a lesson, because it is obvious now that yes, you cannot force people to do what they don't want to do. Take a look and see how scanty and empty Imo State is today, as well as what our Lolo Nneka Chimeze have to say concerning today, as well as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and BIAFRANS. Take a look.
So you can see today, 30th May 2025. This is Owerri. There is total compliance. Today's Biafran Heroes Day Remembrance. You can see there is a total, the road is scanty. In fact, there is a total scant. And this is the National Library. This is Imo State Secretariat, State Secretariat. You can see it. There is also total compliance. You can see it. So you can see it's also dry. So everywhere is locked and key. This is Imo State Secretariat. So there is a total observation. See, this is Imo State House of Assembly complex. Total observation as well. So the government should stop deceiving people while they also send a signal of compliance. This is Imo State State Assembly complex. If you know Tetlo is a IT center of Owerri, Tetlo Road. You can see young men are playing ball on the road. This place used to be a very high traffic area. You know, that is what it is. This is Tetlo Road, 30th May 2025, and there's a total compliance. If you know Tetlo Road, you can't pass here by this time because of the rate of traffic. Tetlo Road, Owerri is an IT center in Imo State, and you can see the level of compliance that young men are playing ball today. There's total compliance. I mean total compliance, absolute total compliance. And Owerri is calm. You must understand that. Owerri is peaceful. So this is Tetlo, and we go to this is Okigwe Road, one of also most crowded and busy place in Imo State. And you can see this place is a very difficult terrain to pass because of traffic, commercial activities that this place is known for, and there is also total compliance. There is a total compliance. Businesses are closed for today's Heroes Day Remembrance. So this is Douglas Okigwe Road. This is Douglas Okigwe Road. And this is the Owerri Municipal. Shutdown as well, closed. This is this is a bank road by Warehouse Junction. It's also a highly crowded area. It's also closed down. So it's also shut down. This is Warehouse. If you know Warehouse is one of the busiest places. It's also lock and keyed. This is Olu Road, and this is control access. So locked and key. There is a total compliance. There is 100% compliance. I must tell you.
Debaya Kenemun. Our Lord Neka Chimizeniku. Dika Aina Akwado Maka 30th May sit-at-home. Ijuwe cheta ndebanyo nwụrụ n'oge agha. Achọrọ m ka m gwa unu na oge eruola mgbe anyị nwa bụ ndị Igbo ga-eji aka anyị na-ede our history na-ekwupụta ka o si wee dịrị anyị. Anyị nwa bụ ndị Igbo nọ makwa kamgbe akwala agha anyị na-atụ ụjọ ịgbakọnata kpaa nkata nene ihe gbasara agha ahụ mara ka o si wee ma anyị na ka o si wee ma ndị ọzọ kwuo okwu dị na ndị bụ ndị isi anyị na-atụ egwu ịkpa nkata ihe banyere agha. Mana ka m kwuo obere okwu na ihe banyere agha na ihe kpatara eji wee lụọ agha Nigeria and Biafran War bụ na ọtụtụ few young soldiers gara make coup na the military just like any other coup anywhere in the world. So na Nigeria ka emechara coup agụọ ya aha eme ya baptism so na ọ bụ Igbo coup. Na ihe kọsụ the Biafran War ọ bụdịkwa maka na a na-achị separate na anaghị achị separate nọ maka na anyị gbara nkịtị the Nigerian state a na-akọrọ anyị na-akụ ya ka o si dịrị ha na-emesara coup na barracks foil all the coup mee ha arrest ndị foil this coup bụ ndị Igbo aka yiri osi na Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu nwidesa ndị mere coup ti ha na nga. Ndị BBC anọkata gaa na BBC Hausa sị na ọ bụ Igbo coup na ndị niile mere coup bụ ndị Igbo while ndị mere coup cut across the whole Nigeria ndị Yoruba anọdị ha ruru 4 ndị Hausa anọ and ama aha ha ama mana Britain thought it wise ịga na Hausa BBC kwuo na Igbo coup adụrụ maka ndị Hausa si efilu maka onye isi ha bụ Shutdown of Sokoto nwụrụ na ya bụ coup wee wakpo ndị Igbo wee jide ndị Igbo sụọ ha akwụ na Nigeria. Sọsọ ndị a na-egbuhu na that coup na that pogrom bụ ndị Yoruba. Now the question is how come na-eso bụ ndị Yoruba? Question number 1 mbụ ihe anyị nwa bụ ndị Igbo kwesịrị ileba anya. Ndị Igbo wee nata Ojukwu wee kwuru onye isi ndị Igbo wee so ọka mma regional government a na ndị Yoruba anụ bụkwa n'isi na-ekwu maka ya bụ ihe Ojukwu propose ya wụ data Abori Accord. Ọrụ ole mgbe ndị Igbo ga-eleba anya gịnị bụ this Abori Accord? Ka ihe nọ na data Abori Accord? Why was it not implemented? Ojukwu wee lesa ya ka Nigeria ji dị sị na mba ọka mma ka ndị ọbụla ga nọrọ onwe ha gọwanụ ga kwetacha lọta jụ wakpo ndị Igbo. Ajụjụ m na-ajụ ọtụtụ ndị Igbo na-eblame Ojukwu for that war ọ bụ na Ojukwu aka ekwete egbusie ndị Igbo? Ihe niile ndị abụcha ajụjụ anyị na-ajụ nya Nnamdi Kanu apụtakwala n'onwe nke ya fụkwa ka esi emegbu ndị Igbo na-etinye bụ mkpu na-ekwu eziokwu niile dị na ya bụ ihe ọkwa anyị nwapụkwa ndị Igbo. Ọtụtụ n'ime anyị dịka ọtụtụ n'ime anyị mekwe during the war anyị macha ndị lụrụ ọgụ against Biafra so na apared onwe ha si ndị isi ndị Igbo today anyị macha ndị gbaghara anyị gbafusie Ojukwu wee lụọ nya bụ ọgụ. Ọtụtụ ụdị ndị ahụ ka nọkwa among us na-eblame Nnamdi Kanu na-eblame Nnamdi Kanu na ọ na-ekwu sị gịnị kpata eji emegbu ndị Igbo na ọ bụrụ na ọ na-alaikọ ndị Igbo si hapụnụ ndị Igbo ka ndị Igbo laa ka anyị were nụ opportunity sit-at-home onye nọdụ ebe ọ nọ dee ihe na placard free Nnamdi Kanu maka na ọgụ ya bụ nwa amadi na-alụ bụ ọgụ ga-abara mụ na gị. Onye nọ na gọọmenti tata fil na federal powers na akọvia echili eji awụ civilians ewu minista ọhọngị wasụ minista ewu gọvanọ ọhọngị wasụ gọvanọ ị nọ na reps ị nọ na haus imechakwa ị ga-elotu bịa join as civilians ka anyị jikọọ na aka ọnụ tie mkpu gbasara ihe ịhapụga Nnamdi Kanu and ka anyị niile kwado nọdụ n'ụlọ ka Nigerians ghọtakwana na ndị ha gburu n'agha bụ ndị Igbo bụ mmadụ ndị Igbo ahụ egburu Dream Podcast bụ mmadụ ndị Igbo egburu n'agha bụ mmadụ nọọ mmadụ ka ha bụ n'ụmụ anyị nna anyị ụmụnne anyị ndị Igbo o ruole mgbe anyị ga-ebilite n'ụra jikọọ aka ọnụ kpaba nkata ihe gbasara ọdịmma Igbo and freedom ndị Igbo. Ọ bụrụ na Nigerians ama nnabata anyị ha hapụ na anyị ka anyị laba. Ndewo
ndị Igbo ekene m unu eji m obiọma na-anabata unu n'ụbọchị taa. I have come here with so many questions on my mind. Today, as you all know, is 30th of May, a sacred day, a special day. We celebrate our fallen heroes. And who are our fallen heroes? Our fallen heroes are our mothers, our fathers, our brothers and sisters who were massacred in the civil war that happened in 1967 to 1970. A civil war that could have been averted if Gowon had agreed with what him and Ojukwu discussed. 1967 to 1960 was a day a Yoruba man named Awolowo massacred or starved over 3.5 million Igbo children. I want you to also note that. A Yoruba man massacred 3.5 million Igbo children. I have come here with a whole lot of feelings, nostalgia, and so many things so rolling on my mind. I don't know where to start, but of course I will start somewhere. I want to ask you Ndi Igbo question. Today we are celebrating our fallen heroes. You know that our brothers and sisters who were massacred in that genocide did not just wake up and say they no longer want to exist. It was because of the marginalization, the ill treatment, the way they are maltreating the Igbos in Nigeria. That was what led to the civil war. The war did not just happen. It wasn't a coincidence. It happened because the Nigerian state has always been against the Igbos. This same marginalization is why Nnamdi Kanu is still in DSS custody. And today, Nnamdi Kanu is still in detention. He was kidnapped from Kenya because he's an Igbo man. And up till today, they are still going from one court to another court, saying the same thing, repeating the same lines. Why? Because they don't want him to be released. I have come here to ask you a question, Mokonibo. I heard that you people are calling Ateze Oziwondo. Who is Ateze? Ateze is one of the so-called billionaires we have in southeastern part of Nigeria. They say that Ateze is a rich man and on has on the Iwondo. Kedu ka Ateze si we wuru ozi Iwondo? Mmadone ka Ateze zogorundo. I'm asking you. If you say that Ojukwu Ojukwu is ozi Iwondo, I will agree. Ozi Iwondo, because when they were maltreating the Igbos in Nigeria, Ojukwu did not keep quiet. He's a soldier, Onyami. He called Gowon. You know, I can't allow you to continue treating my people like this. Something has to be done. And what will be done? It is either we come on a table and talk about the regionalization of Nigeria or the separation of Nigeria. One thing must happen. Because my people are all over the country. If you go to the north, the west, the south, the east, every part of the country, you will see Igbo men there domiciled and doing their businesses. So why are you massacring my people in the north? Why the 1960, 1957, 1945, the Igbos, they kill? Why are you doing that to my people? Gowon did not give him any reasonable or responsible answer. Ojukwu said the only option or the only way out to all this shenanigan happening to my people is just for us to discuss regionalization. Gowon agreed initially, but all of a sudden, he said he was no longer in agreement with regionalization. Every man go to your region and develop it. That was what led to the war. And you all already know this news. Nnamdi Kanu, because of that reason, has been kept in DSS custody because of the Nigerian state against the Igbos. Anama Jogo today, how many times have you seen this Ateze Omosenazi Iwondo? How many times have you come out to talk about the marginalization and the problems of Ndibo in Nigeria? How many times have I tell the almost in Azi Wondo Potagoro say this Fulani herdsmen when they buy my people for Southeast, this thing cannot continue. I will not allow this. Because I am one of the leaders of the Southeast or my people in Igbo land, and I will not allow Fulani terrorists to continue taking the lives of my people. I ask you, Kedi Hemeru, Kedi Hunu Japo, Ateze, no na Zondi Bondo. Madone Ozogorundo. The seaport we are talking about in the Southeast, Igbo don't have seaport, Southeast don't have seaport, we don't have international airport, there is no presence of government, or federal government in the Southeast. The whole thing is crystal clear that these guys, they literally don't want us in Nigeria. This is what the birds of the earth can attest to, that Nigeria state is against the Igbos. That is why anytime you're talking about, oh, we want a head of state, we want an Igbo man, they will say, for what? How can you give an Inyamiri? How can you give an Igbo man the opportunity, the chance of becoming the #1 citizen of Nigeria? Because of the way they perceive the Igbos. And we don't know the reasons for all this. That is where I bring out Ateze again, in this picture. What is Ateze saying about his people that have been marginalized? The 1960 to 1970 genocide. What is Ateze? What is his view or his opinion about the way his people were massacred? Because they are asking for one thing. Stop treating me like a 10th class citizen. I am part and parcel of Nigeria. If all of us will have to be one, then whatever you give to A, you have to give it to B. Whatever you give to B, you have to give it to C. Inye dik inye Tom. Obi ewedu Tom mma. Owuru ni inye mi hinye nwanne mo obi adom mma. When you give a northern part of a northern man the chance, or you give him a portion of the meat, and when it comes to my turn, you give me biscuit bone, or you tell me said meat don't finish, then I will call you, I will see myself as an orphan. In a family, a man will always give one part of one of his child food or meat or his inheritance, and the other one he say he will not. I will ask for a DNA because that man will not be my father. A man who always treats me like a slave should not be my father, and there is no way and there is no need I should continue living with them. That is the case of Ndibo in Nigeria. Kedi hemera Ateze jiwe urozi wundo. Ateze kedi hemeri jazi kedi bizogo Ndi wundo before. Ateze is a stooge. Ateze is money misroad. Ateze does not have the interest of Ndibo at heart. Ateze should not be bestowed. Such title should not be bestowed upon Ateze. It is a sin. It is unsanny for us to continue calling Ateze Ozibondo. Ateze wa foya ko na azondo. Ateze na azodi undo of his family. Ona ha azondo Ibondo. Bikonu ona agbozi na Ateze Ozibondo. This man, every problem where Igbo people they complain from Nigeria, you cannot hear Ateze say one thing. Ateze called Buhari that na Buhari go give Igbo man presidency. That is what Ateze said. Up to today, we not see Jack. He invited Buhari enter the Southeast. Ateze with a microphone. Na koidi. Ateze today is together with Tinubu. Fana Tinubu no ne rinango. Ateze, his brother Nnamdi Kanu is in DSS custody. Ateze is not saying anything about his brother that is being detained illegally. Don't forget. That title should be ripped off of him because he doesn't deserve it. He's a slave to Fulani and Afonja. Such a man should not be honored in Igbo land. We are Igbo people, we don't tolerate rubbish. We are Igbo people, we don't give relevance to nuisance. Ateze is a nuisance and he should not be called Ozi Iwondo. Ona azafo yando. Ona azo family yando. Munye ko na azondo. Umuye ko na azondo. Ona azondo Iwondo. Fulani go enter. Take my people, buy my people. Ateze no go say anything. He will enter bed with Fulani and Afonja. Tomorrow na say no Ndibo ko na azondo. Tell me one thing where Ateze don't do Oji Zondo Iwondo. Just one. I'm not asking for two. Just one. Tell me, I want you to, in simple sentence, maybe one or two sentences, how is Ateze Ozi Iwondo? Kedin does go before. Ojukwu father, billionaire. Ojukwu billionaire. Ojukwu yirikake. Say that you can't treat my people like this. I can't watch you treat my people like this. It's either this or that. If you don't want that, you have to want this. And if you say you don't want this, you must go for that. That was what led to the massacre. Over 3.5 million Igbos. Awolowo aided and abetted that genocide. He starved Igbo people. Yoruba man. Okay, Yoruba. Starved Igbo. He called go on. Don't give these people food. You are fighting war with them and you defeat them. You allow food to enter their land. Mba. If you continue at this pace, these guys go fight for 10 years and they're not going to relent. Just stop them and watch the world die a natural death. Go on and say this is a very good, it's a good suggestion. We have to stop food from entering. Now why you look like our people started going down. Supply food and water during the war and Nigeria will become history. 4 years, they kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu. 4 good years. 4 good years. Anything when you talk about Igbo man, everybody in Nigeria want to kick against it. Other tribe, they are fighting Igbo in the morning, fighting Igbo in the afternoon, fighting Igbo in the night. Igbo not they drink water, keep cup for Nigeria. And they say that we are one Nigeria. What made us one Nigeria? Nothing. Or what if we made one Nigeria? One Nigeria is only working for Hausa and Yoruba. Hausa and Yoruba will bring their worst of their worst, their imbecile. They will impose them on us and tell them, say these people will... Now, this is the best. Look at the best Yoruba get. See the best where Yoruba get. Tinubu. See the best where Hausa get. Buhari. The worst of their worst. They lead us. People that are progressive and inspiring. Hausa and Yoruba will bring imbeciles for us and impose them and ask them to govern us. And after such title. Remove that title. Don't call Ateze. I want Ateze to say that no honor ahamowo ozo my family ndo. Owe ndi Igbo ina azondo. Ina ha azondo Igbo ndo. Maka yo ona gbasara ndi Igbo onu go pim. You don't speak about Igbo. You don't talk in favor of ndi Igbo. If you see the things that going on in our land, you do not speak. You are classless. You are classless. That is why you can never be Ozibondo. If you are reasonable, you Igbo man watching me, you should stop calling out as Ozibondo. Ona was in out as Ozibondo, and I don't want to be one piano with Joba. Over here, made out as Ozibondo. Because he did not keep quiet when they were marginalizing us. And Nnamdi Kanu, these are the men you should call Ozibondo. Not a Fulani puppet, not a Afonja stooge. An Afonja stooge should not be called Ozibondo. I summarize by saying, today is the 30th of May, a very special day. A day we reflect on our journey into Nigeria and how we managed to enter that settings that never favored us. And we also reminisce on how the genocide happened, what led to the war, and how our people, millions of Igbo children, died of kwashiorkor. And that was how the war ended. And the Igbos are still in Nigeria. Nothing has changed so far. It is still the same thing. What led to that war was not addressed. Because instead of them to address it, they carried their bombs and their guns. They entered our place and started bombing the southeastern part of Nigeria. All because they want us to forcefully stay with them as one. And they are not practicing the one Nigeria. I ask Ndibo, which way for us? Which way? May the souls of our fallen heroes who paid a very painful price, a painful price. They paid a painful price. They fought with empty stomach, without food and water. Even while Awolo was stabbed them, they were still fighting. May their souls continue to rest in the bosom of the Lord. Amen.
He say, and may their death bring freedom to Igbo land, and let there be peace, and let their souls continue to rest in peace. Their death will never be in vain. Like Lisa just said it all, she just made me share some tears. Honestly, this is really, really heartbreaking. And the worst part is that at the end of the day, we are still with Nigeria. And what caused the war, the reason why Ojukwu declared Biafra is still happening, is even getting worse. The marginalization, the humiliation, like ill treatment towards Igbos, the injustice against Igbo in Nigeria is getting too much. It's getting out of hand. Like every part, every area, they have been treating Igbos like slaves in Nigeria. And the annoying part is that when Igbos now decided to go their separate way, Nigeria said no. Bikono, what is Nigeria really want from Igbos? Because I don't get all these shenanigans, they are doing. Even today that Igbos have decided to honor their fallen heroes, to celebrate those that died while fighting for their freedom. Nigeria government said, no, you don't need to celebrate them. Just like he beat a child and he asked the child, never you to cry. Like, who does that? I know that one day all this will stop. Yes, I believe that one day all this nonsense will stop and Biafra will regain their freedom. Because enough is enough. We cannot continue like this.
Welcome to Shammer Seniors TV. Call off into sleep.